Okay. Right. During last session, yesterday, what we have discussed. So we have discussed about Android GUI design. Okay, a basic thing I told, like layout width, layout height. So those things which we need to work out. So that I have written this syntax and I explained some rules. Okay. So we have worked out with the width and height, like match parent, wrap content, and these things I have written. So after that, I have given view group. In that linear layout, I explained. Okay, just a sample login page we designed. Okay, next for easy way, for one step going forward, I am explaining one more new thing: event handling techniques. Okay, so it's a sample program so that you can understand a basic programming how we will write. Okay, event handling techniques in Android. So what do you mean by event? First thing, so event is nothing but what we can consider is any view you clicked on it. For example, button, you are clicking on a button. Checkbox, okay, you are checking and checking on the checkbox. Radio group, clicking. Switch, on, off, like that. So many things are available in our Android. So that one I would like to uh, what I would like to integrate or I would like to click on those views. That is nothing but event we can say. Okay, click event we can say. But click are applicable for some views, not applicable for all the views. So we removed that click. So we have written it as events. Event. Okay, so event should be anything. Uh, okay, so that event handling techniques in Android we have. So total we have three ways you can handle this. We have three ways, possible ways. Okay, in that first way I am writing here attribute method. First way is attribute method. Second way, it is inner class method. Inner class method. Next, third way, it is anonymous inner class method. Anonymous, okay, inner class method. So total three ways are there. Three ways: attribute method, inner class method, anonymous inner class method. So either one you are going to be choose, but I would like to suggest not to go this one. Okay, attribute method is a simple method which we are not referring for real time actually. Okay, so don't use this one in the real time. So better you have to write with inner class method only. Inner class, anonymous inner class, these two. Okay, so better always we will go with the inner class method. Next, anonymous inner class, where inner class method is not possible. In regular, in real time, we are going to be work out these two. Okay, first we will try to understand attribute method. So how we are going to be work out this attribute method. Okay, so for making attribute method, okay, let I need to create a project, let it load. So till then I will try to discuss some description about this attribute. That is, what is attribute method, why it is called as attribute method is, we have a predefined okay, XML attribute. So yesterday we discussed XML attributes, layout width, layout height. Like that, one predefined XML attribute is there. Okay, so namely called. So I'm writing that namely called. What is that is Android colon on click. Android colon on click. So here something you need to give. So this is the attribute method. For example, here when you click on that button, this on click, if I would like to write for a button, at the button, for the button we have written yesterday id, width, height to text, right? So I will add one more extra property, on click. So then yeah, when you click on that, something it will execute. What is that is So here you have to create a method in the backend. That method name you need to pass here. Okay, basically method name consists like this, but in XML don't pass that braces. Okay, just empty method name. So with the method name, what you need to do, create a method using, okay, create a method inside activity, inside activity with the defined name, with the defined. Okay, so inside the activity I'll just create a method. What is the method is, you must write that method as a public key. Okay, public access specifier, which is mandatory. Public, it's a method, right? If you would like to return something, okay, string, integer, what you want you can write, or else void. Okay, your method name, what is your method name? That method name you have to write here. Okay, like this, and then open braces. So here I am going to be add some logic. Inside this, when you click on the button, what is the logic you would like to implement for the button you are going to be write. For example, I have one button, so I have written simply on click. For that I have created a method. So I have two buttons, same way you need to follow. For the second button also you need to write on click, so some different method name you need to write. That method you need to create in your backend class. Okay, so today we don't have any logic. For this I will add one more thing. That concept name is display messages in Android. So it will like a breakaway. So one by one we'll completely finish it. So I am introducing one more thing. What is display messages in Android? So how we are going to be display message to the display messages in Android, that we are going to be discuss. Okay, so first let me take this one, attribute method, how we have to do. Okay, so for that I am just creating a new project. I don't need this linear layout to be load something. Let me create a new project. I'm just taking an empty activity. So this is what I'm using is attribute method. Okay, attribute method. Okay, so here it is showing package name as Durga attribute method. Here you got Android workspace Chari Durga 4 attribute method. Okay, you have written Durga 3. Okay, fine. Attribute method. Let's finish it. It will take some time. The previous one which I need, I don't, which I have opened, that don't require. Just close it. So till it launches, display messages in Android, I will explain. So total, why this display messages is, okay, convey or else conveying, what is the main purpose is conveying the message to the end user, to the end user who is using mobile application or something. For that we are going to be convey a message. How we are going to be conveyed? We have again four ways here. Okay, so four ways. One is, in that first one I am going to be right now, so later I will explain other ways. Okay, log messages. Log messages. There is some important points about the log messages. So log messages, these are only for developers. Okay, it will be printed in Android Studio, okay, Logcat window. Okay, I will show you that how it is. These are only for developers. Okay, log messages are only for developers, not for the end users. For end users, it is different. Okay, it will be printed in Android Studio in Logcat window. So where is the Logcat window? Let me open this. Still it is doing. So once it is open, you know, here somewhere you will get Logcat. Okay, bottom to do terminal is there, right? So it somewhere you will find bottom one. So Logcat you will find once this configuration is done. Okay, now see build got enabled like that. Okay, so log messages will be printed for different messages. Log messages will be used to print different kind of messages. Different kind of messages. Okay, what are the different kind of messages? Let me write it. Okay, so here what kind of message will print is error message. Okay, verbose message. I will show you all what are all these. Debug message, debug, error, verbose, warning. Okay, assert we are not writing, warning dash 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 etc. Okay, so how to write a Logcat message? There is a particular syntax which you need to remember. Okay, so the syntax I am writing here. Syntax you should remember, capital L O G. Log is a predefined object. Log is a predefined object. For that I am writing, if you would like to write error message will come in red color. Okay, so you can write E. If you would like to write verbose message will come in black. Okay, V. Debug will come in blue, D. If you would like to write warning, orange color, W, like that. So which one you want to choose, that one you can write. For example, I want error, red color. So here you need to pass a string with the name called tag. Okay, what is your message? Here also you need to provide string parameter. Both string parameters you need to pass. Log.e, string.tag, string message. Log.v, verbose. Log.d, debug. Log.w, that is like that. Okay, see here there is a Logcat window available. Open this now. In the Logcat window, once you started emulator, you will get emulator name here, and which package you are executing, that will be shown. And here you are able to see verbose, debug, info, warning, error. So info also will be equal to warning. Okay, so any of the one you can write. Verbose means V, log.d for debug, log.I for info, log.w for warning, log.e for error. Assert which cannot print anything. Okay, so this is a Logcat window. So here we need to display the images. Okay, so better what I'll try to create attribute method one. I have already created. So as I told you, we need to change to project window. Okay, here I have to open here, come to XML. Still it is loading. This is your main activity where it is inside the app src main Java. This is backend, this is front end. Come to here. Okay, let it load. So in the XML, what kind of code is available? Just this is loaded with constraint layout. Okay, so don't use constraint layout now because it has some problems. So maybe it may take some other release to get it implemented well. Okay, so that is one problem. So better what you have to do is convert your constraint layout into linear layout. Okay, so now I am just changing this one to linear layout. Okay, so this linear, what it contains is Android is tag mandatory schema tag, which we discussed like yesterday. This app schema, tools schema not required for me, remove it. Okay, so here for linear layout I didn't write orientation, so mandatory you need to provide orientation. Which one? Because here for linear layout it is available horizontal and vertical. Which one you want, you are going to be write it. So here what is my requirement? So my requirement is orientation vertical. So how to write orientation? Just type O, automatically it will come orientation vertical. Done. Now this text view not required, let it remove, let it remove. Okay, now into this, inside this, now I would like to drag and drop a button. Let's go here, go to the common, there is a button, just drag and drop. A button I just drag and drop. So what happen if I drag and drop in a button? So just see the property of buttons. Button drag and drop, button is displayed here. Okay, button is displayed here. There is a ID. So for attribute method, ID you don't require. For attribute method, ID property not required. So unwanted or unused properties, remove it. Okay, that will become like fat logic not required for us. Okay, so next width is mandatory, which we discussed yesterday. Match parent. Height wrap content, which is mandatory. Some text. Consider this is attribute method. I am writing this as attribute method button 1, button 1. But here when I have written, I got some highlighted color, orange color. So what it is telling, see, hard coded string attribute method button 1 should use string resource. That means you should not directly add code your string value in the XML like this. You should not add that. So what you have to do, go to the resource folder, open the values folder. In that you will have strings.xml. Okay, so whatever the text you have, attribute method button 1, copy this, come down here. I would like to copy from here. I would like to create like above. String, just create a string like above. String name, okay, button 1. So this button 1, what I am writing, this is attribute button method button 1. Like that I will create another 2 buttons, button 2. Okay, so this is for button 2, and here this is button 3, and here it is button 3. Okay, like this, button 1, button 2, button 3. Now come down here, you can write how I have to call button 1, right? This is the name I have to call like this. How to call at the rate, see, automatically you will get once it is written button 1. So the button text will be displayed like this. Now there is no warning, no warning. As per inner class attribute method, what I told, you have to write a property. What is the property? On click property for the button. Okay, now I am writing on click property. See, on, on click coming, right? On click, a method I am writing saying that say hi. Okay, on click say hi I am writing. So this say hi I need to map with the uh, activity where this XML called. Okay, so go to there. Where is this XML integrated? So this XML integrated in the main activity. Of course, here only one is available. That means one screen, one activity. So here on create method is there and extends app compared activity is there. That I will let you know tomorrow. Okay. So here XML appended. See how XML appended? Inside the onCreate method, super.onCreate is there. Let it be. Here, XML appended with the help of set content to view. What is this XML? Existing inside the resource folder. Resource folder means how you have to call R. In that layout folder, R dot layout dot activity underscore main dot XML. Like this, it was appended. Okay, inside this, you have placed a button and you have written on click parameter with the name called say hi. Copy this say hi text. Okay, come here. Just as I told, you have to create a public method. Okay, just try to create a public method. Public void, it won't return anything. Say hi. Say hi. It's a method. I just created. It's a method now. Now next, same way I would like to create for another one. So here I would like to write a log message. So tell me how to write log message. Capital L. Okay, don't type your own everything. Okay, even though you are very good typist, don't type it. Okay, so log. Wait for this. Log. You need to import the object state. See here, import android.util.log. This should come. This we cannot remember because lot of packages, SDK packages will be there. We cannot remember all those. So better you have to wait for it and then do. I told log dot D for debug, E for error, I for info, V for verbose, like that. For everything, string tag, string message. It is common. Okay, you could take a string tag, that one. So I will prefer E. Okay, so E is a tag you need to write. Basically, what do you mean by a tag is? So I will write so many things. So here, how I will create a tag like this? I will create private string, private access specifier string with the name called tag. What is the string name? Tag. What you will write here is your class name. So that in the Logcat window, so many messages will come, boss. So many, lots of hundreds of messages will come. In that, which one you need to filter? So this tag I need to copy here. So that main activity, if I type here, only your main activity related logs will be appeared. That is the main intention of tag. You understand? Okay. So tag we will copy paste here. Right. Now, just a moment. AVD I started. That's what my Android Studio structure. So here, what I have to write here, as per our this one, I have to write log dot syntax where I have written E string tag string message. So here tag I have defined on the top. Tag. What is the message you would like to convey? Hi to all. Hi to all. Like this. So it's a log message. But I told log message which will be displayed only for developer, not for the end user. So for example, some message which I would like to write or display it on mobile screen, then I have to write a toast message. Let me write this toast message always as well. Okay, what is toast messages? I'll just explain you what is toast message. It will display on mobile screen device or else device screen. Okay, it will display on top of device screen. Okay, so sorry, this statement is giving wrong information. It will be displayed for the end user on his mobile screen. Okay, this is super, on his mobile screen. Okay, so toast is a time based message. Toast is a time based message. What is time based message? Okay, so it will be displayed for defined time. It will be displayed for defined time. Defined time. Okay, so how much time and how we have to write? Okay, so let me write the syntax. If you would like to convey any message to the end user, okay, so that purpose, one important point, convey message to the end user. Message to the end user. This is the main importance of toast message. What is the syntax? How to write it? See now how I am writing. For a toast, you have to write capital T O A S T, toast, like this. Log how I have written. Okay. There is a predefined method for the toast saying that make text. These things you need to remember. Okay. Here it will ask first parameter as context. Okay. I will let you know what is context, comma, what is your message in the string format you have to write, and here you need to pass into duration, three parameters, show dot show. This is the syntax. Okay, so as dot make text context string message duration dot show. Remember this same thing I am writing here. Let me write toast. See, I told you just now, don't type on your own, because here are you able to see any import statement with the toast? No, right? So when I say toast enter, you got Android widget.toast. This is not util, this is widget. That's what I told you. Even though you are very good in typing, don't type on your own. You need to get it, that suggestion, and then do. So toast have a method. See, directly when you write dot, make text is coming. So enter on make text. Make text. I told you three parameters it will ask: context, character sequence, duration. So first we will try to understand what do you mean by context. Okay, let me write the context. Private context. Okay, context. So context value, always what you have to give is what is your activity name or class name dot this. What is the context value? Every time you have to write your activity name dot this or class name dot this. What is context? Let me understand. No need to understand. Everything is SDK. Just click on it, automatically it will take to you. So what they are telling, context is a interface to get global information about an application environment. Okay, this is an abstract class whose implementation is provided by the Android system. It allows access and application specific resources and classes, as well as upcalls for application level operations such as launching activities, broadcasting, recents. These are all technical words. Okay, I'll tell you in a simple manner. Context is a interface. Context is a interface. Whenever you are executing your class, whether it is mapped with the set of defined rules provided by Android SDK or not, it will verify. And this interface will also collect different messages from different activities, and it will keep informed to the Android SDK while executing your application. So everywhere where you are, where you have to write a context variable, always context variable you have to write as your class name dot this. Okay, your class name dot this, that is mandatory. If you write class name dot this, then this interface can understand, okay, from here I am getting the data. Okay, so here context, it is asking context I have defined, let it complete context. What is your message you would like to display? I would like to display message in double quotes like this. String means double quotes. So hi to all, hi to all. Next, duration. Duration in integer format. If you give thousand milliseconds, you have to give in milliseconds. Milliseconds means 1000 milliseconds means 1 second. Am I correct? So 1000 I have written. Okay, that means 1 second. 1 second user cannot see. Can I increase like to 2 or 5? 5000. Okay, 5 seconds it will be there. But I am getting some error here or warning here. Must be one of twice dot length short to twice dot length long. So don't write hard coded value. Use predefined length for duration. Length short for short time, length long 1 or 2 seconds extra. Okay, so here I'm writing capital L, just capital L. You will get two options, length long, length short. Default values are 0, 1. Okay, 1 means not 1 second, it will display approximately 5 seconds. Okay, length long you can write. Okay, length short, length long. Dot show, done. So this is the way you have to write log message to toast message. Now I will take one more button, guys. Okay, so what happened, is it ready now? So let me run it. Let me run it. Till then I will take one more button, because Gradle build will, when you are running, Gradle build will take some time. Till then I'll drag and drop one more button. Two more I'll drag and drop. Button 2 and button 3. Okay. See here now how many buttons you have. Button 1 we have written. For button 2 I don't need any ID. Okay. Width to match parent, let it be. Height is okay. But text we have written in the strings.xml. Here attribute method button 2. So this text I will copy, saying that how @string, just a moment, avd is running, that means example is running, right? So it will take some time to complete the stuff. So my Android Studio stuck. Tomorrow I'm going to be explain about inner class. So for inner class I don't want to tell you like this. Okay, so for that I'll take different way. For inner class I'm going to be explain a calculator application. Okay, a calculator application. Once this calculator is done, I'll go with the anonymous inner class with a pop-up. Okay, pop-up is a type of display message in Android. Third type that I will show you. Calculator we will discuss tomorrow. So once these two we are done, then I am going to start the activity. This is for basic programming knowledge I have given. Oh my goodness. Just a moment, guys. So I'm getting some noise. I'm getting some noise. Just a moment. Let it run. Let it run for 2 minutes. Okay. So just we'll be wait. So this is a problem with emulator actually. It's completely stuck or what? Complete Android Studio stuck. Even though I have 8 GB RAM, it's got stuck. Just a moment. It will come now, bro. We need to wait. Okay. Till then, let me do this. For calculator application, what I am going to be explained to you. I will take inputs from the user, saying that user has to enter number one, user has to enter number two. Okay, that means two text fields I have to take. So that is possible with the help of edit text. Edit text will be taken. So that edit text, what it will take, what it will do. So that edit text, it has to enter. User has to enter number one and number two. So once he has entered number one and number two, then I used to just a moment. This is completely opposite. So edit text I will introduce along with the text view I will introduce tomorrow. So I will take 5 buttons for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, as well as I will take one more this one what button for reset. Okay, that button reset it will work more for us. Why Android Studio stuck up completely? Yeah, where is the mouse here? Okay, so that is system behavior. We can't do anything. So that Android Studio, it is occupying a lot of memory, 77% memory here. This Explorer. Okay, let me try to end these, which are not required here. Okay, just I will end it. Let's see, because it will take a lot of time to avoid that. Is that Android Studio filled? Okay. So this notepad also I don't have any work now. I'll close it. Maybe some memory it's got stuck. That's the reason. Okay, I don't need this work now. And this one also not required. Let me start this Android Studio. Sometimes it will happen. We need to accept all this. Just a moment. We'll wait for that. It will launch our thing. So attribute method, the project is loading. This Gradle build it is taking. I will try to update my Android Studio because one more update is available. Maybe that is causing so many issues. Maybe it was update. Let me check. I try to upgrade my Android Studio IDE. Okay. So directly update will be available. If you click on it, automatically it will update. No problem. So now it is trying to launch. So Gradle build is taking too much time to when you are launching your application. So in the main.xml, what I am oh, I drag and dropped other two buttons, but those things are gone. Okay, so let me try to copy paste this one for another two buttons. What we have to do, or else let me wait. Let me wait instead of confusion. So here I would like to take three buttons: attribute method button 1, button 2, button 3. Okay. So for this, in the XML only one button I completed. Remaining it has to work out. So in the main activity, we are having this say hi. Okay. So okay, or else myself let me write buttons properties. Okay, like above. So how to write BUTTON. Okay. So first property width. Okay. So this WI you can type automatically. It will try to come this one. Layout width match parent. Next height. HE you can type or will come. Sorry, not Android colon height. Android colon layout height. Wrap content. This is okay. So what is the text property? I have to write it as string button 2. Along with that, I have to write on click method. What is that on click method? So this time I am writing say hello. So what is say hello? I have to write say hello method in my backend class. Copy this, come to backend class. So directly I am writing a public method, public, okay, void. What is the method? Say hello. Say hello. Open the braces. Open like this. So inside this, I would like to write a log message. How to write? Log log dot e. Okay, string So tag I have written. Tag instead of writing every, I have written for common purpose on top. Okay. Next here what is the, so here I am writing its messages hello to all. Hello to all. Done. So here I will write a toast message as well. So how to message? Toast dot make text context. Context value I have written on top. So declare once you can reuse for multiple times. So here also my message hello to all like this. Okay, comma long length underscore short. So I am writing length underscore long dot show like this. Okay, next another one. I need another button. Let's drag and get like this so that you'll be get practiced very well. Okay, button width match parent height wrap content. Okay, so here what is the text you would like to display? So string button 3. Okay, so next you need to write on click parameter. On click. So what is that? Say bye. Say bye. Okay. So end. Now this say bye, I have to copy. I need to create a method. So how to create method? Public void say bye. Okay, open this. Here one blunder mistake I did. I will let you know what is that. Okay, log dot e. Log dot e tag. You have the tag where. So here I will write in the double quotes message as bye to all. Just some message I am writing. What is you want to print? You can write it. Okay, toast dot make text. So this is a context variable. Okay, so this is bye to all. Okay, so next length underscore long dot show. These things you must remember. So here I forgot to tell you, every method what you have written, that must be provided with a parameter. Okay, which parameter? View parameter. View parameter. So this is mandatory for every parameter, or else you will get null pointer exception. View parameter is mandatory for every. Okay, so view. Okay, so in the notes also I will change it. Okay, view parameter is mandatory. So this is done now. Let me run it directly. It will come. But see, observe here in the XML what I have did. I have taken three button 1, button 2, button 3 for I, hello, bye. Now if you understand here, how many methods I have written? 3 methods. Okay, to just to write some logic, I have taken 3 buttons. Why? In attribute method, it is the properties are defined like that. So better don't go for this. Any static references. When we are going to be use this attribute method is any urgent work like small POC, small kind of POC. If I would like to do it, then I am going to be work out this one. I am going to be take this, or else we are going with the next upcoming methods. Always we will prefer this one, inner class method in Android. So that inner class method in Android, it will always give a good result for us. So that inner class method, what it is? So I no need to write all these many methods. Okay. So with the inner class method, we need to get only one uh, interface method, on click method. In that only using switch case loop. Okay, just check switch case loop how it will work. Okay, before tomorrow session. So using switch case loop, we are going to be work out that inner class method. Okay, for that I will design calculator application tomorrow by explaining all the concepts. Okay, let it run now. Wait, my god, every day it is becoming very big problem for me. So this is not I think kill it. Just a moment, I'll kill this. I need to install better to avoid AVD. Better to use remote that I will try to prepare today. So because I have a mobile that I will connect in USB using that remote one, I can manipulate here. Okay, let me start AVD. It's AVD I will write. This is not required, I will delete it. Okay, Gradle build finished, but the simulator is not ready. Oh, it's already running. Just a moment. Now I'm running. So running is big process. So I'll try different one. TeamViewer I will install in my PC as well as my mobile. I'll try to connect my TeamViewer here for the mobile. Okay. What happened? Is it launched? Gradle build finished. But why it is not launching? Okay, running is in progress. So this run button not enabled now because it is the emulator is not yet ready. It is taking some time. Let it be. Or else guys, we can do one thing. Okay, tomorrow morning when you come, I will display that. Okay, so that you can understand it because it is giving some problem. I don't want to waste anyone's time. Okay, so you can exit today. We'll meet again tomorrow when morning first time we met. I'll show you this. For calculator application, I will take some 5 to 10 minutes extra. Okay, so please be available. Okay, right. Thank you guys, see you tomorrow.